At least 7 o'clock, we'll start the meeting. Call meeting to order. Ask for a motion to...
There's someone out there. Get him, Dad, get him.
A motion to close the minutes.
Aye. Aye. Where do visitors sit? Okay, anywhere, thank you. You guessed for a motion.
Okay, I asked for a motion.
Yeah.
So moved.
I'll second.
There was one minor, I don't remember who had said that, who said the mill needed a lawn person?
Was it you that said
Wasn't
that
me.
Susie was looking?
No, Susie called somebody.
She told me.
She told me.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't gonna mow it when they found somebody.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, they did? Okay, good.
All right, well, we scratched from that.
Any other discussion about the minutes? Proceed to vote. Thank you.
Mr. Spracklen?
Yes.
Mr. Muecher?
Yes.
Then we need a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $26,040. $28.97 from general, $15,902 from fire, $490 from cemetery, EMS building is $32.05, road and bridge is $35.44.
So moved.
I'll second that. Any discussion about the bills?
One minor part. Daniel, raise your right hand and swear on the stack of Bibles that you did not make a separate trip to go to Napa to buy just shop rags.
Oh, no.
And you did not make a separate trip to go buy that light.
No.
Okay, fine. I'm happy.
You bought both of them at the same time,
Yeah.
right?
No, you didn't. They were
They
different
weren't?
days. Different days. Both one was at 8:25 in the morning and the other one was like at 8:23 in the
Well,
morning.
let's see, 8:25 in the morning, the shop rags and the light was ordered, we didn't have it. And I went back and picked it up because I had to go get hoses. So yes, it was a second trip. But the second trip was for an ulterior motive.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Proceed to vote?
Mr. Muecher?
Yes.
Mr. Spracklen?
Yes. And the correspondence listed there, if there's anything there that anybody wants to talk about, other than maybe during the regular meeting. That brings us to fire department.
All right. Well, since the last meeting, we've had, I'm sorry, I started typing a report and then a fire call.
Could I interrupt you just for a moment?
Of course.
Did you want to ask our guest if there was anything?
Well, we could do that.
Just to keep boredom
So-
down.
And she can
So the
stay for the
guest
fire
has-
report.
So the guest doesn't get bored.
I sit through these every other week myself, so.
Did you have something you want to comment about? If so, give your name, please.
Well, my name is Trish Gustafson. Would you like for me to spell that?
Yes.
Gustafson. And Richard, I believe, had information that he was going to share with the board about our annexation.
Richard Zoft,
Mhm.
the zoning commission. He's usually here on the first,
Right, well, I emailed him last week and he indicated that he would send it to the trustees, so maybe not. Okay, so.
Have a thing.
All right, so my stepmom and I purchased through auction a property on North High. The access lot is located within the village. The back parcel is located within the township. It's 1.7-ish acres, the back part that's in the township. My son, I don't know if you've seen him in town, his name's Owen, he drives a little red motorized wheelchair, he has muscular dystrophy. And we purchased this lot 1 because I need to move my stepmom here. She lives out on our family farm alone, but also so that I have the width needed to build something that's actually universally designed. The house I have on Marshall Street, we have ramps and it still is just, it's too much, the bumps are too much for him. So for universal design, you have to have a wide lot, and this would provide that perfectly. And I know that the township has certain zoning codes. We would not meet, I guess it's 5 acres to build. 3? Yeah, so it's under that. So we would need to take that parcel and annex it into the village. So the paperwork has gone through the initial county process, They actually have a resolution where there are 3 entities that you send it to for review before you actually file it. So that process has started, so I just wanted out of courtesy to let you know what we're doing and why we're doing it, and that we're moving
Did he
through.
discuss the BZA, getting a variance with the BZA?
No, we haven't gotten that far in the discussion yet.
Your lot is in the village, to the entrance to it.
Yes, the access lot is.
How many acres?
The front is 50 by 150. And then the back is, like I said, it's about 1.7. So I thought you were going to have the paperwork, so.
Well, it seems to me you found the solution to your problem. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, if it's approved, obviously. We are co-owners and we're not contesting it, so it'd be an uncontested type 2 annexation. So.
I can't imagine that either the village or the county having any qualms about that.
Right,
And as you well know, we have no say in the matter.
right. But just as a courtesy, I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to make
That's
sure
nice.
you knew about it. And Chief, I would like a sign from my yard too, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can do that.
While I'm here.
I can do that.
Oh,
Can I do that? Okay.
thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
You sure you don't want to stay?
Yeah, I have one
That's
next
where you're
Monday.
at, too.
Yeah.
Right back.
Actually got one more
So it's between Marshall and, she was saying there's a house on Marshall that she owns and then she bought a property on North High. Is that how that works? I'm trying to figure out where how you're on North High but in the town, and there's part in the town.
It's back, it's the other side of King Street. It's that little area, it's behind Mark Crockett, it's next to Mark Crockett's area.
Oh.
It's that little part of the township, that little landlocked piece of the township
Right,
that
back in
Norman
there.
Lewis owned half a dozen, and they sold it by auction a year or so ago.
Behind Lewis's old house, right?
Did you get her fixed up?
I got her taken care of. She works for the township.
Is that right?
Yeah, I spoke with her on the phone, she's their HR manager.
Oh, that's why she's like, oh, no, I
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah, I think she probably gets her fill.
All right. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, no problem. Anyway, so since the last meeting, 35 EMS calls, 11 fire calls, and 7 fire inspections conducted.
35 is a pretty good clip for
Yeah,
a normal
it
period.
didn't seem like that to me, but apparently it was. So, I've got 35 patient care reports, so something happened. Okay, phew, that's done. We are currently in the process, or Denny is currently in the process, of getting our EMT accreditation through the state renewed, which allows us to teach EMT class.
You good?
So that should be a quick process, he says. But he's been working on the application and he knows all those people, so that stuff is easy. Basically just they'll come out and do a site visit. And it goes before the state board. And hopefully by June, mid-June, we're gonna start an EMT class. So, our class cost for the last per student was about just under $700 per student with everything. Smart State's price is almost $1,200 per student, so.
Is that right?
So I think we're still saving money, so that's good. That is very good. And he has also completed the request for qualifications for architectural and engineering services for bidding, well, I guess bidding, qualifying. Once post-levy, Stephanie Hayden has approved it as to form. There's a couple things in there that we'll still have to fill in ourselves, but she's happy with the layout. I think it's 4.5 pages or something like that. And I'll print off a copy and maybe you guys take a look at it. Oh, is it? Okay. But so that's all taken care of, so that's ready to go. Once we plug in the things we need to plug in, and assuming everything passes, then we should be good to go. The public forum is scheduled for Thursday, as it was before. Still scheduled for Thursday night, 7 o'clock right here in this very meeting room. We'll have donut, coffee and some type of yummy snack item.
You plan a formal meeting or informal meeting? Is this just where people come in and ask questions?
Yes.
Or what, do you have plans for that? Or are they going to be on the camera and ask one question at a time of specific people? How are we going to do that? Or have you given any thought?
I have given some thought, but I think we still need to work out that detail. I'm far more of a more low-key kind of guy than a big formal thing. My gut tells me we're not going to have a huge crowd. But I think having at least a trustee, myself, and Bob here, or someone from the association. What I put in the press release is that we'd be just kind of explaining the project, taking questions, and have an opportunity for people to take a tour of the building and see what we're up against, which I think is the most compelling way to do that. Plus, we'll have coffee and snacks. And since there's no decisions being made, it's not, we don't have to make, you guys don't have to make a meeting.
Nope.
So, and I don't know, and I'll talk to Susan and see if she wants it on TV, I guess. But I don't think it's going to be that earth-shattering.
I don't think it would make it on before the
The ballot, yeah.
ballot, and that thing doesn't have a wide enough lens that it's gonna, unless you've got a cameraman sitting here going, this person, question, answer, it's just not gonna,
Perhaps.
it's just not gonna
Yeah.
But if
capture
you're
much.
gonna leave the room and go on a tour, I don't know.
That could be nosy. Get one of those steady hands. Maybe they have one over there.
You know, put it in a corner.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. But President Cooper said he had some ideas too, so I have to get with him and see what he was thinking. In terms of agenda, but again, I always favor trying to keep these things as, it's not like we're apologizing for it. I mean, it's not like a press conference type situation. Just answering some questions and see what people have to go. So that's Thursday, 7 p.m. I put in the paper from 7 to 8, so hopefully that's it. And I did hear from Diane Chittister that this week in the News and Heritage World she'll be endorsing our levy, so which is very nice. So thank you, Diane.
Is that right?
Yeah. That, let's see that. Margaret gave me information. We just, you've seen the checks, paid the bill for our annual volunteer accident sickness policy we have through BFIS. Darlene advised Margaret, and I've heard this before when we had a claim with one of our volunteers. Sometimes, basically, in a nutshell, BWC, because we have this A&S policy for our volunteers, that they do not pay for it all, that sometimes BWC may lessen the benefits if they say, well, you're not paying for this thing, so clearly. So Darlene's recommendation from VFIS is that we have the volunteers contribute a very minimal amount to the policy annually. Or pay a membership fee to the department. We're not structured for that because they are employees of the township. So I was thinking after talking to Margaret that we proposed that the volunteers, we deduct $5 a year out of their reimbursement.
Mm-hmm.
It meets what Darlene was saying, a minimal amount, and Darlene did say we may not have this problem with BWC, but if it can keep us from having headaches with BWC, I think it's well worth it. We've had a couple claims with volunteers, and some have been smooth sailing, and some have been a little trouble because we have this A&S, and they're like, well, what do we have to, why are we paying them bi-weekly benefits if your A&S is doing that? And our A&S is set up for a supplement, so. So if that works for you guys, I think it's fair. I don't think anyone would have a problem. I don't think anyone's going to miss $5. We can either start it with the next reimbursement would be in early July, I think, and then do it once a year in July.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe it would be more transparent, if you will, or legit if instead of just docking their pay by $5 and it just kind of, that $5 from each person evaporates. It just stays in your general fund. You know what I mean? I wonder if they would want to see an actual payment from each person.
I can call Darlene and find out what she thinks
You
is
know what I mean?
best.
I just now thought of that. I don't, you know,
Yeah.
some places are,
Yeah, I can call Darlene, and, I mean, I will call Darlene and find out.
ask her, yeah.
See what she thinks.
If that's something that.
I know they've dealt with this stuff before, so.
I mean, it'd be great, it would be,
Some that you don't pay, that don't have any pay.
At this point,
Steve, he did pay last quarter.
yeah, well, yeah, he's been on medical leave, so.
All right, and same with Jeff.
But if you did have
Yeah.
one,
I think I mean,
just have them pay the one.
yeah, I mean, I think it's,
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's just a thought.
yeah, I'll get with her and see what she thinks.
If
It might be
needs- if
something
it
that-
needs- I mean, because
Because you make one lump, I mean, you do the reimbursement, you count up how many $5 you got,
And transfer it
Oh,
to,
and then you
and then
write
you
a
just take it
check.
out, I could take it out of the same line item then, or something like that.
yeah, I mean, if we just took it out. and
Take
put
it out of the same, you know, then they'll know.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's the $5 from everybody.
Yeah,
That check or
there you go,
that.
yeah. Yeah,
What,
so,
okay.
I mean, I'll double check with Darlene, see what she thinks, so.
okay.
Okay. So that was taken care of. I had a conversation with trustee Mutual, or he had a conversation with me, regarding paid staff and their volunteer time and compliance with FLSA standards. So I've got a proposal that I'll pitch in a memo to you guys for the next meeting.
Okey-dokey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you guys mean.
Okay,
Lay out a couple options
all right.
and see,
Yeah, that conference was
run them up the flagpole and
very
see,
informative.
you know what I've learned all these times going to conferences is that you come back with these like, uh-oh.
That's why you get reimbursed for travel expenses and, you know, for anything
Yeah.
that comes up.
And then I need to request executive session for purposes of employee discipline and or termination. The right terms. Employee discipline.
A second.
Okay.
We'll just find the right piece of paper for that one.
7:25.
No. I got papers everywhere. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Okay, back to session. Anything else?
Yes.
Alex's report?
Thank you. There's something else. Oh, also, if I told you this last time, please just, throw a shoe at me or something.
Wait, go ahead.
We do have a resignation from one of the volunteers, Troy Weathers.
They wouldn't.
Throw a shoe.
Okay. So-
Yeah.
Actually, I was watching this thing this morning.
Wittenberg,
Here
yeah.
we go, yeah.
Watching this thing this morning from John Oliver's show on HBO, and he was covering the upcoming French presidential election. And apparently, the thing to do in France when you don't agree with a candidate for president is you throw flour on them. So 2 out of the 4 candidates had flour thrown on them, and then the third had an egg.
That was Frenchie.
So they're working towards making a
It's
pastry.
a baguette,
Yeah.
flour and egg and that.
It was a very funny episode, but I have a memo update from Alex. Oh, sorry, Alex Kent of the board of trustees of the
Let's move it up.
commission, the levy committee from the association. He just wanted to give you guys an update on what they're doing. He's going to be here this evening, but as in a nutshell, 75 yard signs were ordered, 50 or more than that were distributed. We still have a few left. If anyone would like a yard sign. Persuasive mail pieces were sent out, I assume that's a technical name, to every household with registered voters in the township, so hopefully you received
Got
one.
it.
Very nice looking card.
Recycled.
They targeted likely voters, 90% of the village of Yellow Springs has been canvassed, they were going door to door. Alex went to both village councils in Yellow Springs and Clifton.
How did Clifton one go? Did you hear?
He said it went very well.
Yeah.
They had some good questions, but were very supportive.
Good.
And they're going to do some canvassing out in the unincorporated areas in South Clifton this coming week. The part of Clifton that's ours.
Yeah.
And basically just says that they have some, pretty much overwhelmingly positive feedback from citizens during canvassing. So that's a good thing.
Please. Thank you.
So that's his memo, and he'll be here in an hour and a half if anyone has any specific questions for
Wait
him.
around
So.
He's going to be alone.
I'll hand this copy over to you, Margaret, if you need a copy for the record.
Gracias.
And with that, I believe that is it.
Anything else for call?
Not I.
Move on to cemetery and
Oh, wait. Sorry. I knew I.
Too late.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind. I'll type this up in a memo form for you gentlemen. But as I spoke previously about adjusting some of our salaries for some of our staff to make it more competitive to the region. Cedarville did a salary study when they were hiring a guy. Found that we were the lowest paid for the full-time guys here. They were actually hiring a guy more than 2 of our 3 full-timers when they came in. So anyway, but I've got some numbers and I just have to get some other numbers to figure out how much we can spend on this, but it actually won't cost us a fortune, so.
got the money in your budget.
But I don't come out of Dan's budget. No, we'll get the money.
Cancel that light bulb
Yeah.
order.
One more light bulb.
Thanks, Dan. Anyway, so now that's it for us, so. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you for your service. Cemetery road report.
Yes, sir. Well, we had one burial since the last meeting. It was a natural burial. Went very well. A little muddy back there, but it went very well. Didn't make too much of a mess.
It really didn't.
I was very gentle, done my best to not.
I went out and tossed a little seed over it.
Yeah, I pulled in, it seemed fine. When I backed out, you could see the water come up in the surface. You know, in the tracks. I just tried not to. And I knew you had inquired about
You do.
if I tore it up or not. I did not.
It wasn't so much you, I was just concerned about, there were so many people out there, and the tent, and the whole.
It was the first time we ever had a tent set up for natural.
Yeah, well, we can't do it. I mean, don't let them do it in the future.
No tent?
No. I mean, once the prayer grass is up,
Well, I understand that, but I didn't.
they just have to do it from the walking path.
Okay.
We don't put all that.
I'd never had it. I mean, was it-
Yeah, I know, I understand.
So no tents?
Nope.
Got it.
Did you find boards, or was that not gonna work?
Well, I found boards down there and got them, I think the 12-inch by 7 foot, I think is $12.
12's not gonna do it. I thought it had to
They
be
can
14.
only do 12 wide.
Okay. All right, well, maybe Mr. Silliman will be able to.
Well, and I'm still looking at I found another possible outlet that might work for us.
Okay.
The gentleman has a mill, that might,
Oh,
well,
that's-
to rip some down if I supply him with the tree, so if we had a couple of ash trees, he could rip 16-inch.
Mhm.
So if we could find something that was 14, 14 is good. I don't think we need any wider, do we?
Sell any of those trunks that you got sitting there behind Russell's house?
Those are gone, but I got more.
Oh, are they gone? Well, you gotta do something.
Yeah.
For-
It's gotta be cheaper than.
Got $110 a
Yes,
board.
yes, but Steve came in at the,
That's what we paid for the last one.
110? I can get you a whole bunch.
oh, we need somebody that can
That
rip.
was even perked right up, didn't it? You guys see that?
Okay,
I know a guy that's got a sawmill, he can saw us whatever we want.
he can rip 14, 16 inches wide, inch thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can make it as thick as you want.
No, inch would be, inch is more than,
Inch, 7 feet long.
yeah, 'cause I cut them to 6, I mean, so I don't want them to come in at 5 foot 8 inches, it'd be too short. So if they're a little over 6 foot, I cut them off at 6 foot. Because that'll fit in our tub thing, and it works out just fine. So, anything longer won't sit down in that tub.
Yeah, if you angle them out, you can get 6'6", but it just depends on how long the requirement is, you know.
How many do
The
you?
board will only fit at 6 foot 1 inch is as long as I can get the board to actually. You're saying if I brought it?
Now, if you cut the ears off, the corners off,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
the one side, the narrow side.
Right, no,
Not the first.
not the person.
But it-
Okay,
All right, sounds like we're making progress there.
we'll
Great.
get there, yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna pour some bases up there tomorrow, Glen Forest, for the Drake Monument stones,
You got any other ones?
two
So we
for
can-
Layton and one for the Dinner Cost.
I just
They-
can't believe all these people who are burying people don't want foundations and monuments.
What do you mean don't want? These were ones that were sent to.
I know, but
I never got anything.
we buried 30-plus people.
Well, Dodds has some, but
In the last
we
year.
don't pour them for Dodds monuments are poured by their guy here. All I do is lay them out.
Oh, is that right?
Right, all I do is locate them, because their guy Tim is pouring for them, for
Oh.
Dodds. But see, Drake, they had Tony Tipton listed, and that's who they mailed this stuff to.
Hmm.
So that's why the confusion.
So then, for all intents and purposes, you're not pouring anything for Glen Forest? Any foundations?
I'm pouring 3 tomorrow.
I mean, just in general, you're not?
No, not really.
Just Clifton then? Oh.
For most of them, but you know, like Drake, if they have so many lands, we will pour them because they don't have a guy. But Dodds has their own guy that's gonna pour them in Glen Forest.
And Clifton?
No, just Glen Forest.
Okay,
I know,
I got you.
So what I do, I lay them out for them and then they come in and pour them. So anything for Drake or another monument company in Glen Forest, yes, we would pour them.
Okay.
And then we build, as we do when we pour basin.
Have you got caught up? Memorial Day's coming. You usually get them done before that.
I try to.
Even in Clifton, you got anything to do?
I've got one I know of in Clifton. I'll call there and see
You
if
should
he's
get
got
it done so they can set the
I'll have
monument
it.
for Memorial Day.
I'll have them done. I do them between the 1st and the 15th of May. Always the 1st of May. I only know of one for Clifton. I'll call Larry and see if there's any more for Clifton. And that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna top off the graves and put some seed too on it.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Take care of them. Anything else? Julie?
Road looks good out there.
I like it. Let it set for a while. It needs a little more material, but it can hold for a while. Let it set. It's tightened up pretty good. I think it looks pretty good.
It's ready to use.
Sure. People are driving on it now.
I mean, we have a
Yeah.
funeral out there.
Good, right.
Sold a lot.
If I sold a lot, it's one good, yeah. Be able to get it out there.
We're ready to roll.
Yes, sir. Anything else for the cemetery?
Not I.
I don't have anything else.
Shall I go through road department?
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna throw some grass seed in my area at the township garage, where my moat was filled in, put tile in, cover it up. You see it?
Yep.
Make it look,
It looks
I think
fancy.
it looks nice.
Like
Need a little bit
that.
of dirt, need a little bit of dirt in a couple of low spots, kinda.
What was that coil of small tile?
That goes between the buildings. It was sitting there by the door. That goes between, next to their garage and on out, along there.
Where there's a culvert now, or where there's
Where
a
there's a
ditch?
open ditch now,
Uh-huh.
like that's what that's for. And they had that, it's perforated and it's got the sock around it already.
Yeah.
And I inquired about it, and Andy said I could have it. We've got the tile they bought years ago to put down through there, but it doesn't have the sock. You know, it's got that, it keeps the dirt from it.
Mhm.
He said we can have it, I said, fine.
Who?
Andy,
Andy who?
RT. Works for AC Service.
I know Andy, but, I mean, he said you could have it while,
I didn't know,
They
they
ordered
pulled it, it's been sitting over there in the weeds, I didn't even know, they
Oh,
pulled it
okay,
out, and
I
I
got
said,
you.
what are you gonna do with
I
that? You
got
can
you.
have it, so.
okay, I got you.
But then now the plan is to put it down there, and fill that ditch in and fix that up.
They're gonna fill it in, or you're going to fill it
Well, I'm gonna have them put the tile in,
in? Okay.
cause Mark wants to put some of those graded troughs where they drive,
Uh-huh.
so that water can go in from them,
Mhm.
kind of dressing the place up a bit.
Why are you putting the sock on?
Keeps the dirt from getting in. It's perforated, it's got holes in it, and if you don't, dirt gets in. So they call it sock. It's something you put around them. It works.
Put a sock in?
We put,
Gravel, that's what I've always used, but he had a land there, and he said they weren't gonna use it, he was gonna pitch it, and still good pipe. I
we
think.
put thousands of feet down, and we don't use sock. Except certain kind of dirt, maybe.
Oh, they had it in there, I inquired, and he said you could have it.
Don't we get,
I can
give
give it
first
back
in the
to
mouth?
him.
why tile has perforated holes, so the
So
water
let the
can
water
get in.
in, right. But the only thing that sucks is just, it just lets water get through and keeps the dirt from going up your pipe. I don't,
Okay.
okay, it was free. And I guess I need to go look at a tree on Wind Drive. I'll go look at it and see what we can do with it.
Okay.
Let me know when
If
you're
there's
going.
power
Okay.
wires, probably gotta tell somebody to do something with it.
Let me know when you go, I'll go with you. It's right in my backyard.
Okay, Wednesday morning,
Okay.
8:30. Be there.
You gotta go to Napa first.
I'm not doing that.
Where am
Which direction is your firehouse gonna sit? Where's your exits gonna be? Out on the 68 or are you using the two sides?
It'll be, I mean, the main fire apparatus will exit on the 68, and then, and the entrance, I mean, the rear entrance for the bays will be from Herman. I've seen two different things, two different layouts with the parking lot. It'll either exit to 68 or to Herman,
I'm just curious.
but I'm not sure. Going to
Not
Herman makes more
Marshall.
sense, or Marshall, yeah, one
No,
of them.
not on March.
No, it'll be Herman, yeah.
I
Herman makes more
wasn't sure if
sense,
you
I
were
think.
gonna come in off, we go come in on one and go out on the other. I wasn't sure, I was just curious.
Yeah, trucks will come in from Herman and then go out on the 68.
Kind of straightened up out there the other day.
Have a light, have a light there?
Did you see the work they did? Out on the line?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was very nice. The sign looks good. Bob put up some signs out there too.
People thumbs up on horns, hey, what's going on?
Oh, cool.
They're all, we didn't have anybody laying out there.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Don't you have to have a light out there?
Not necessarily, because it's low speed.
Think you'll have to wait on traffic?
It's 35 miles per hour there, is it? 35 or 25?
35, yeah. Wouldn't you want something to come on when
We
you
may,
get ready
I mean,
to
we may have to
come
put
out
up some kind of sign like, flashing emergency. I mean, I've seen that before, like after,
Something starts flashing.
fire trucks leaving or some of that.
Mhm.
Which are probably $80,000 a sign, I'm sure. But stuff's never cheap, but,
Well, I mean, this is all gonna be determined by ODOT, because when the
Yeah.
contractors and the architects and everything
Yeah.
talk about making curb cuts in there, ODOT's gonna,
yeah, I know there's
All those
something,
regulations.
we definitely, one of the sites we looked at was out at the Sutton Farm, very briefly.
right?
And that was something, because of 55 mile per hour highway, you had to have something
Mhm.
to warn people that you were leaving, but I don't know.
Well, I think you'd want something.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Oh, we'll worry about that
I was just-
after they build the house.
Yeah.
If. so.
Yeah.
Any more road report?
I got some crack fill material in Friday morning, and Bath Fest's gonna take 2/3 of it tomorrow.
Mhm.
So they wanna get theirs done, and they'll come and help us if we can get mine. If I
Mhm.
don't wanna, I'll get mine in the fall. It's
Yeah.
tight roads. I'm trying to squeeze it in, pretty busy right now.
Mhm.
And that's all I have.
Anything else for the road to, road, move on to fiscal officer's report?
I have a resolution. Since, lo and behold, the road guys worked on some fire equipment, because we didn't have hardly any money appropriated in that line item, because no, they hadn't really done anything in the past couple of years. Anyhow, Resolution 2017-13, whereas it is an ongoing process to accurately appropriate funds according to the needs of the township. Now therefore, the trustees authorize an amendment to the following permanent appropriation in the in the fire fund, 2191-330-190, which is salaries other, increased by $500. Miami Township Trustees authorize the fiscal officer to do so immediately.
What's the resolution number?
2017-13.
Okay, so moved for 2017-13.
Second, any other discussion? Proceed to vote?
Mr. Sprackman?
Yes.
Mr. Mutcher?
Yes.
The BWC wants to come audit in May, 1st of May. The cemetery is being audited at the end of April. Those are my things.
We're gonna get a big old fat check from BWC too in July.
Well, good. Hopefully they don't change their mind after the audit.
66% of what we paid will get back.
Well,
Really?
we just received a,
Shazam.
we just received money back, today. And it was half of what our quarterly payment is.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so we give it to them, they give it right back to
Can't
us.
have all bad luck.
I don't think I really have anything else to report. Unless I'm forgetting something. I did attend the local government officials conference that's put on by the Auditor of State last week. And there were a few interesting pieces of information. Nothing exciting.
It's pretty exciting. What are you talking about? I had some excitement.
I know you did. I don't have anything else unless somebody has something for me. Unless I'm forgetting something.
I don't,
Did
thank you.
Ever get money from Green Township?
Oh, well, that is kind of exciting. I did see the fiscal officer for Green Township at one of the classes, and I did approach her and ask her if she had any knowledge on payment for the cemetery maintenance, and she said that she was actually going to be cutting the check last week. Well, I saw her on Thursday. I thought she said she's going to cut the check on Friday, and maybe they're going to, regardless, she said they are going to send a check.
Checks in the mail.
Check's in the mail.
That's what I like.
I think I was gingerly asking, how much is it, the check gonna be? I said, this isn't between me and you, it's between the trustees, and she said she knows it was, I think she said it was in full. I think, if I recall. So,
We'll find out.
yeah, we'll find out.
Anything else? Zoning inspector is next meeting.
One little thing in zoning, Richard and I did meet with Susan Jennings of Community Solutions and listened to her thoughts about the use of that 120 acres that they bought at the Armbit sale. Interesting. I mean, some things are probably easier said than done, but you never know. Could be some things going to BZA before we're through. But nothing definite. These are she's just rolling out some ideas of what they want to do.
Just to get your response.
Yeah. Probably. Okay. Richard was very informative. He gave her very accurate information and was very nice in doing it. I mean, he was very respectful of what they wanted to do. So, it was a good meeting. That's all I got.
Standing committee reports, MV or PC.
Well, neither of those have met, or the regional planning, since our last meeting, or our last second meeting of the month. They've all been canceled. I'm going to regional planning executive committee meeting tomorrow, but I don't know what we're going to do. So I'll have to wait for the next time. And the mill's fine. It's getting its grass mowed. Not on a nickel.
We've already done the Clifton Cemetery report. All there is to report. And new business? Old business?
I have one bit of old business. I basically made arrangements to have a bond attorney available for this upcoming bond levy. And he will be here on May 20th. May 20th, whatever that meeting is, the second meeting of the month.
It's like it'll be like 15th.
15th, okay. And to explain the process that we're going to need to go through. I met with him last week. I've also been in touch with financial advisors around the state to try and find one that fits best with our size and needs for this coming bond. So let's keep working on that.
That reminds me, I've gotten I'm glad you brought that up, because I've gotten 2 phone calls from 2 separate companies or whatever that are people who want to share their information with you guys on how to finance the bond. Does that sound right?
Mhm.
So I haven't called them back because I didn't know if you wanted me to have them come or have them send you some information, or if you were looking for that or not. There's two of them, both from Columbus.
Are they advisors or bond attorneys?
I don't think they're attorneys. I don't think they said they were attorneys, either one of them.
Probably charge if they're attorney.
I have a list provided to me from our bond attorney,
Mm-hmm.
Dinsmore and Scholl
Okay.
in Cincinnati,
Mm-hmm.
of financial advisors that he recommends that we contact and, basically
Okay.
try and find through them.
Well-
I mean, he recommends them, so I'm gonna go through that list before take
Well,
unsolicited
maybe,
stuff. It could be the same people.
Maybe they're on that
Yeah,
list,
could be.
so we'll
All
compare.
right, all right.
Okay,
Very good.
all right.
Okay, that's all
Yeah,
I
like I
have.
said, I didn't want to set that up until
Yeah.
I knew for sure that's what you wanted.
We hope they're on that list to make life a little bit easier. Old business, I've got Trout Song property listed there. Is there some news about that? Richard was gonna look into that.
Yeah, no, it's just on there from the last agenda.
Okay.
I just left it on there because it's
Put it on the next one, under
It's gonna,
Sam.
I won't take it off. Might go on there forever.
I move to adjourn.
Second. Meeting's adjourned.
Look at that.